Hey guys, Sean Fury here with Sean Fury's Hero Training School, continuing our hero training video series, talking about the saboteur or competitive rival and how they develop this habit of sabotaging people who show signs of excelling at life and signs of being having self-esteem, right? So I mentioned that they're in the scapegoat role by now as a kid. They've showed signs of well-being and flourishing, and they got punished for it, and they because they exposed the truth of their parents' dysfunction and toxicity. And so now now they've come to accept themselves as the scapegoat, as the person who's not good enough. That's the key word. You're not good enough to be accepted and to be valued and loved here. So you might as well just F off, right? And we don't really want you here. So they end up trying to mask this, of course, with drugs and alcohol and acting out of all kinds of ways. And what happens though when they get older is they have this faulty belief that people who are doing well in life didn't really earn it. And so it's their job to take that away from the person who they see as someone that has ill-gotten gains, right? Like, let's say Sean is doing really well at his job and people say so publicly. Well, within 24 hours, I'll bet you $1,000 that the person who's stuck in that saboteur role, who doesn't support my flourishing, is going to attack me, especially my credibility. They're going to set me up somehow, and then they're going to tell other people a story about me, which makes me look like a bad person, look like the bad guy. I actually had this happen to me just like 2 days ago, where a person actually said to me in the conflict, in the argument, uh, I want you to look like the bad guy. And I thought, wow, like we're having some massive, psychoeducational learning here because this person just literally stated out loud that they want me to look like the bad guy. And they were envious, of course, because they wanted that positive attention from the social group. And they didn't realize that all they had to do to get it was just open up in a collaborative way and, love themselves, and other people would love them too. And except when those people are bullies. And guess what you do? You just say, I don't want to be around you. I'm only going to go to the people that treat me well. It's that easy. So they have this misunderstanding, and I call that the revenge of the scapegoat. So the scapegoat is getting revenge, but they're not getting it on the person that hurt them. They're getting it on somebody like me who had nothing to do with their childhood. I just happen to be their coworker now at 37 years old, right? So who are they really mad at when they were a kid, right? Really, they're mad at their parents, but they're also angry at their sibling, their rival, the one that they wish they could be like. And so, who is that person? Well, that's the next stage up the ladder here. That is the person that I call the politician, because the task of this stage, let's see, we did bystander, villain, minion, saboteur, and politician. We're on stage 5. The stage 5 task or goal is, will I confront real social problems that actually exist in my social ecosystem, and that are actually having a destructive impact on real people like myself and others? Or will I conceal the existence of those problems? Will I sweep it under the rug? Will I minimize the villain's bad behavior? Will I blame the victim of the abuse? Will I will I accept that the saboteur's narrative, the discrediting story that Malfoy presents about Harry, will I accept that that must be true because Malfoy said it's true without any supporting evidence, right? Will I allow that to happen? And the answer is, if I'm stuck in the politician role, I will allow that to happen. I will blame the victim. I will believe the discrediting narrative, and I will basically sweep under the rug the real problem that is happening. And that's because when I was a kid, I was in the favorite role. That's the kid that was in the favorite role, as opposed to being the scapegoat. So hold that thought. We'll be right back.